Hey, what's up, family? It's the Lady PB. Today, I'm in here in the shop. We got about 200 shirts that we got to get done, and I need to have those done before noon. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and so I'm going to kind of do a kind of work along here. I'm going to clean up from the previous order that we did and go ahead and get started. So it was Mother's Day, and I have a screen that I didn't clean up, and so I'm just going to clean it up now, remove all of the ink off the screen, clean the squeegee, remove the tape, and then that screen is prepared to reclaim. Just getting it all off of there, y'all, before I put it in my dip tank. The method that I use to register my screens are already pre-registered before I ever put them on the screen, so on press, so I can come right out here, slide this in, look at my registration marks and my alignment, and boom, I'm done. Makes it really, really easy. Okay, let's speed this thing up. So now I'm just taping up the screen, and after I tape up the screen, I'm going to find the ink that I'm going to use. So today I'm going to be using this triangle ink. This is called Batman Black. It is a low cure black ink. I'm going to use this black on my red shirts, and then I'm going to do a color change, and my black and my gray shirts I'm going to use red ink. So I'm going to start out the job, and then Ken is going to come in and finish the job. So this is a new bucket of ink, and this little gallon pail opener, it normally works, but y'all, it was not working for me today. So I had to get Ken to come in and get it going for me. Creamed up my inks really good using this drill and the little drill bits that I've showed y'all. This just mixes the inks up really good, gets it smooth, mixes up all the pigment, and that way you don't have any problems when you are printing. Of course, you see me, I'm crazy about my baby wipes. It's time for us to get ready to get started printing. I'm just going to get the dryer prepared. It normally takes this dryer about 10 minutes to really heat up. We're in Texas, so you know, hey. Okay, so I'm looking for the perfect squeegee, and this one works because it's lightweight. It's a thinner one. Actually a cheap squeegee, but it's about a 70 or 75 diameter squeegee. I love it. So I'm just going to clean off the ink from the squeegee. You don't want any excess ink or any other colors to get on your to go through your screen, because then you'll have smears. And so I'm just going to clean it up really good. I like to use baby wipes to clean my squeegees. It works for me perfectly. So that's what I'm doing now, is just preparing the squeegee for the job, y'all. When you're selecting a squeegee, you want to make sure that you have one that has nice sharp edges. I like to use as a default a 70 or 75 diameter squeegee. I like kind of a thicker squeegee. So we are now going to just wipe my hands down, because I want to make sure that I don't have any ink on me. And after I do that, it's time to print. This looks amazing, but I do see a little pinhole, and so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that pinhole. Grab my glasses so I can see y'all, and then once I find my glasses, I look for that pinhole, because I don't want anything extra coming over onto the shirt after I print it. I also noticed that up inside of the R, there was like a little bit of emulsion that got stuck up in there, and it didn't wash out. So I'm gonna get that out of there. Hit it a couple of times. It still wasn't out, so I'm gonna hit it again with the emulsion and the Q-tip. And then the dog came in and wanted to play for a minute, but I really don't have time for you right now, Tito. I got to get this job done, and I need to do a temperature control check on the dryer. Printed the print, and now we're going to see what's going on with it. Okay, so I just got it out of the dryer, and it's definitely hot enough. So I want to do a nice little stretch test just to make sure that it is completely cured and that the ink is just popping back into place. Here's the design right here, y'all. It looks really good. It looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the shirts, and we've got 110 red shirts. I'm going to start out the job printing the 110 shirts and just throwing them in here in the dryer, pressing, throwing them in the dryer, or pressing and folding them and putting them in the dryer little bit by little bit. And this actually took me about 45 minutes to do this part. Once you get in rotation and you are in your groove, then you know, hey, things start to go a little bit faster. It went really fast. I ended up turning on some music because I like to jam when I'm printing. I don't know about you, but I want my day to go really quick and easy. So just hitting it 2 swipes. As the screen starts to break in, I can kind of start to just hit that print 1 time, and that will work with the black ink. Notice I'm dancing, just having a little bit of fun here, moving super fast, not as fast as the video showing it, y'all, but you know, we got to get the job done, and this is how the day goes. Notice that when I am loading up the shirts, I have 1 shirt on the side of me. I have my stack of shirts on the side of me, and then I turn to the other side and I'm putting the shirts in the dryer after I print them. So I'm not walking off to go do anything. It's just turn, print, turn. So you just want to be able to use your body mechanics. You don't want to have to take a whole lot of steps or anything like that. So if you have a print shop, you want it to be set up to maximize production, and that's how I have this going. Now, even though I loaded up all four plates with the shirts, I decided that since I have to load and unload myself, that I would just go ahead and print everything on the one station. I'm not using a flash or anything. Ken came in and he decided he's going to go ahead and start getting his job ready. He's getting the gray shirts together. So he's over there checking behind me on the count. And that was the count sheet that I had handed him so that he can check it. Normally when an order comes in, I check the total before I print. And then when he comes in and he checks over what he prints also. So that way you constantly have people checking behind people in the shop. This is how we did it when we had a bunch of employees, and now it's just back to basics. It's me and him, and we're still running this shop the same way, y'all. We're hoping to be able to start getting this up to where we're putting out 500 to 1,000 shirts a day. We're not there yet, but today we're doing 300, and some days we do 500. We'll do like 2 orders or so, and sometimes it's 3 orders, just depends. I started getting hot, so Ken gave me some water, and I'm back to printing. Y'all see the lady print boss in here printing. I used to be able to tell y'all, hey, I just print for videos, but now I print for a living again. Yes, doing my little dance, dancing my way all the way through this thing and just jamming, put some music on. If you have, I wanted to put a TV in here, but I really don't have the space to put a TV inside of here. So, hey. We're just going to keep it pushing, keep everything consistent, load, unload, and it's just the same thing over and over again, y'all. So normally when I'm printing, I'll print like 100 shirts at a time, and then I'll take me like a 10 or 15 minute break, walk around the shop, do something else, something like that. But I never just print consecutively the whole time, So people think that when you're in a print shop, you have to really work hard. This was a really, really easy job, y'all. I didn't really bust a sweat or nothing, honey. And look, I am about done just spinning it on around. I'm done, y'all. So I decided to be nice and go ahead and load up the second 100-piece order for Ken. I'm just removing the black ink now because this job has a color change, and he's going to be using red ink. And so I'm just going to take off the tape and everything, spray it down with my press wash, and then wipe it down with my little baby wipe. And this thing is pretty much ready to go for him. Ken will come in and he'll finish the job from here. He'll put his red ink on there, and I'm gone. It's time for me to go and open up the shop. It's that time for the phones to start ringing. So come on, let's go. Okay, so my office is on the inside of the house, and this is where I run the YouTube studio, where I do all of the digital printing and stuff like that. I have a laptop, and so I have to bring the laptop here into the office and set that up like every day, and also clean up and all of that stuff, so that when I get on camera, if I need to talk to clients through Zoom or anything, the office is cleaned up. The first thing that I do when I come in is I will go in and order supplies for the week. I'll check the emails, and if there are any orders that need to be ordered, I'll go ahead and order those. Any shirts that need to be ordered, I'll go ahead and order those. And so that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll have to go through and I'll have to check several sites just to make sure that I get the shipping that I want, or maybe a product is out of stock on one website and it's not out of stock on the other website. So I'm checking for best prices and all of that. And sometimes this takes me a while, and I do this in between answering emails and answering the phone. And I'm just going to go ahead. I found the product that I want to order, and this time I'm going to have to use Flex Express to ship it to me, because if I ship it the normal way, it'll be $77. But if I pick it up from a FedEx store near me, it'll only cost me $5. So that's the route that I decided to go with this order. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this desk work, and didn't get any calls, so I'm going to go back out into the shop, I guess, and see what I can do to help Ken. Okay, so I came in just the right time because Ken has a lot of shirts that he's printing, and I need to go ahead and get these folded up. I realize now that, oh, this isn't 200 shirts, this is 300 shirts. So I'm just going to do the folding. We fold our shirts in stacks of 12 by size. So I have to literally go through all of these shirts and find the right size. Ken is behind me, and he is printing and loading into the dryer, and I'm just grabbing shirts out of the dryer and stacking them all up in those stacks of 12. And after I get the stacks of 12, I just kind of do a roll full, y'all. And oh my God, it just seems like these shirts just kept on coming and coming and coming and coming. But it's really, really important when you are getting your shirts prepared to go to the client that you have some type of method, and that you have them organized when you send them. So stacking them in stacks of 12 by size and then roll folding them, it works so perfect for us, because when the customer gets the shirts, they know exactly what they're getting. Here is the finished product, y'all. Looks good. 3 different colors, black, red, and gray, and so they're all folded by size. And now we're just going to go ahead and put these in the boxes and get them up out of here. Now that the job is done, I got to clean up this mess, and so I'm going to go ahead and break down this screen, and then after I break down the screen, I'm going to go to lunch, and Ken is going to take the shirts and drop them off. I really hate this part because there's ink all over this screen, and Ken uses a lot of ink, and so I hate this part because I just hate going behind him because he uses so much ink, and this red ink is so thick. I really wish I had mixed it up for him. And I'm just really trying not to like get anything on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and I'm gonna get back in here, and I think this is gonna be it for this video, y'all, because I'm tired.